Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casimir. We begin tonight with swimming. The 33rd edition of the Carifta Aquatic Swimming Championship will be held from March 15 to April 4th, 2018. Over 550 athletes are expected to participate in this year's event. 10 of St. Lucia's swimmers have met the qualifying standards set by the SLASA Technical Committee and have been selected to represent St. Lucia at this year's competition. These swimmers include DeAndre Blanchard, Nikisha Louis, Naima Hazel, Landry Cross, Michaela Shilman, Jehan Odlum Smith, Jamara Archibald, Terrell Monplezi, Devin Buddha, and Veronica Brown. Absent from this year's team is Katie Kyle, who also made the qualifying standard. However, she is currently preparing for the Commonwealth Youth Games in Australia, slated for April 5th to 9th, 2018. While the championships will be held at the National Aquatic Centre in Kingston and the James Bond Beach in St. Mary's, Jamaica. Victories were recorded for St. Mary's College and the Leones Comprehensive Secondary School as the Massey United Insurance Under-19 Secondary Schools Cricket Tournament continued. At the Glossary playing field, St. Mary's College completed a 5-wicket victory over Coram Secondary. Coram Secondary batting first was dismissed for 110 in 21.2 overs, with West Indies female player Kiana Joseph top scoring with 21. Bowling for St. Mary's College, Windward Islands under-15 player Amari Venner took 4 for 18 in 5 overs. Windward Islands under-17 player Simeon Gerson took 3 for 17 in 5.2 overs, while Windward Islands under-15 simmer Ryan Goodman he took 2 for 16 in 5 overs. Well done, Cuz. Set a victory target of 111. St. Mary's College, led by national under-15 player that's Disney Gidari, with a 31 not out, got to 111 for 5 in 18.2 overs. Bowling for Coram Secondary, Roshan St. Louis took 2 for 23 in 5 overs. At the Darren Tammy Cricket Grounds, Leonhes Comprehensive, they prevailed over Babonneau Secondary, winning that encounter by 9 wickets, of course. Babonneau Secondary, taking first not, was dismissed for 149 in 30.1 overs, with Jonathan Paul making 42. Bowling for Leonhes Comprehensive, Udell Preville, he took 4 for 21 in 6.1 overs. In response, Leonhes Comprehensive, they finished on 151 for 1 in 26 overs, with Mateo Belong and Udell Preville remaining not out on 63 and 34 respectively. Well, the Southern qualifiers in the Inter-Schools Track and Field Championships continued today at the Larissa's playing field. In better weather conditions, the schools from the south continued with some of the field events, the middle distances and the sprints. The schools participated included Soufrière Comprehensive Secondary, PI Secondary, Choiseul Secondary, Vieux-Fort Comprehensive Secondary, Binfield Comprehensive Secondary, Vieux-Fort Post-Sec, Angers Secondary, Miko Secondary, Clendon Mason Memorial Secondary, Grand Rivière Secondary, the John Odlum Secondary, George Charles Secondary, and the Care Institute. Well, the ministry now moves to the Northern qualifiers, which gets underway on a Thursday, March 8th, 2018. Well, Clive Mitchell was outstanding in the recently completed Independence Cycling Classic. An event was held on Sunday, March 4th at the Castries City Circuit. In the results, Leonica Antoine won the 14 and under girls in a time of 5 minutes 41.9 seconds. In the 10 lap, the juvenile event, Clive Mitchell, he finished first in a time of 13 minutes and 19.54 seconds. Mitchell also won the open 30 laps event in 42 minutes 15.25 seconds. In cricket, the St. Lucia National Cricket Association bowls off yet another competition this coming weekend. The National Under-19 Cricket Competition will feature the best young talent on the island. Matches will be played at venues throughout the island. 10 district teams will battle for supremacy in a round-robin format in 2 groups of 5. The 10 confirmed teams are as follows: Rosedale, Babonneau, Central Castries, South Castries, Anseray, Mabia Valley, Moiripo, Vieux-Fort, Choiseul, and Soufrière. All 10 teams will participate in the Cricket-O-Rama schedule for this coming Saturday at the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds from 9:30 a.m. Wow. Well, we take a break, but when we get back, CARICOM heads seek legal advice on cricket administration in the region. Interesting. We'll tell you more when we get back. Welcome back. CARICOM heads will be acting on legal advice they have received and will approach the International Cricket Council, the ICC, on a legislative approach to save West Indies cricket. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has said. Dr. Rowley was speaking at the Piarco International Airport on Wednesday evening upon his return from a CARICOM meeting in Haiti. The CARICOM heads, he said, have adopted the position that West Indies cricket is a public good, and this will be put forward to the ICC. A team which will be headed by St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who now heads CARICOM's cricket subcommittee, and the Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley will be meeting with officials of the International Cricket Council (ICC) in April in London. Meanwhile, the Pakistan Cricket Board has revised the dates for the West Indies series, with all three 2020s now carded for April. Initially, the tour was expected to run from March 29th to April 1st in Lahore, but the PCB chairman, that's Najam Sethi, announced Monday that the Caribbean side would now play matches from April 1st, the 2nd, and the 4th at the Gaddafi Stadium. Despite the agreement to play all games in Lahore, Sethi said he was still hopeful of having a match played in Karachi. Though the PCB has given regular updates on the proposed tour, CWI are yet to make an announcement. A similar three-match series had been originally scheduled for last September, but was scrapped because of heavy smoke and the unavailability of key West Indies players because of the Bangladesh Premier League. Meanwhile, Captain Stephanie Taylor missed out on a 6-100 in a one-day international as West Indies women narrowly went down by a single run to New Zealand women in the opening one-day international on yesterday. Now, scores in this match: New Zealand, they got to 279. In response, West Indies ended on 277 for 9 of their 50 overs, with Taylor carving out a top score of 90 off just 93 balls. Keshona Knight chipped in with a busy 44-41 deliveries. For New Zealand, Sophie Devon, she struck 108 to post the competitive total on the board. In tennis, Serena Williams says she frequently wondered how she would keep going after returning to the practice court following the birth of her first child. A 23-time Grand Slam singles champion will return to the WTA Tour at Indian Wells in California this week. In an interview with BBC Sport, the 36-year-old American said she is motivated by the thought of playing long enough for her 6-month-old daughter to have memories of watching her. Wow. Williams was speaking before competing at the tiebreak 10s event at New York's Madison Square Garden. But now, having played an exhibition match in Abu Dhabi in late December on a doubles rubber for the US Fed Cup team against the Netherlands last month, she says the time is right for her to return. Wow, nice. Well, finally, Emmanuel Macic scored a stunning stoppage time winner as Manchester United came from 2-0 down to go second in the Premier League table and leave Crystal Palace in the relegation zone.
Benteke, this is Townsend, and that is 1-0. And Ross Townsend will claim that goal. There'll be no an arm on the shoulder of Benteke. Crystal Palace keen to get on with it. That's what Van Aanholt does. It's a second for Crystal Palace. And a scarcely believable scoreline for Jose Mourinho. Caught cold, a red-hot strike from Patrick Van... Teed up, Smalling. United back in the game, but Palace defensively very poor. James Tompkins back off the crossbar. Lukaku. Frantic stuff, and still 15 minutes to play. On the way to get back on level to Manchester United from 2 goals down. They can't see it until it's too late, until the ball is pretty much past him. It's not an easy night, Lukaku. United from here could go on and win. Matic! Well, if you're going to win a game...
Well, Hudson side would have climbed all the way up to 13th place with a win. Well, United are now second in the league. That sports has so much going on. Of course, Paris Saint-Germain unable to beat Real Madrid, and Liverpool through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We'll feature that in tomorrow night's sportscast. The DBS News, it continues after the break.